Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Wow, we're off to season 6, episode 2 of The Crown. And so I'm using the Game of Thrones tarot. I muddled up episode 1 a little bit. I promise I won't do that with episode 2. I got my questions mixed up. No big deal. I'm only human. There's a lot of spoilers in here. If you have not watched the season, or if you haven't not watched the episode, please go watch it and then come back. I don't want to spoil anything for you. And for those of you who are boycotting Netflix, this might bring you up to speed with what's going on. I know there's a huge boycott Netflix. Unfortunately, I live in a household where other people want to watch Netflix. So I only watch it sporadically and for entertainment purposes only. All right, so let's get started. So the episode starts out with the royal family looking at all these pictures in the paper with Diana and Dodi. And we read in episode 1 that Mohammed Fayed absolutely called the photographers to make sure that his son and Diana were splashed all over the newspapers. And they're doing, the photographers or the paparazzi are doing a great job at following them around, getting them, showing pictures of them kissing and whatnot. And the episode starts with the royal family being concerned that this is actually just a play by Mohammed Fayed to get British citizenship. So I'm going to ask the cards first, was this a play by Mohammed Fayed to get British citizenship? Was this a play to be finally accepted by the British people, by the British royal family, to get British citizenship somehow? So let's ask that. So was this a play by him? Because he set up everything. He invited Diana down there with the boys for a week to spend a week on his yacht. He invited his son to come at the same time, but didn't tell his son that Diana would be there. Called the photographers. 9 of coins in reverse. The Empress. There she is. Ace of Swords. Temperance. Queen of Spears. So that would be the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I think with this Temperance card in reverse and the Empress showing up here, Diana on the yacht. Yeah, he had ulterior motives here. This was not done in peace and in kindness. This was actually with the 9 of coins and the Queen of Spears here, underhandedness. Because the Queen of Spears in reverse is like a drama queen, lies, like with no integrity, no loyalty. And then, of course, Temperance, that's just the devil and having ulterior motives. 9 of coins in reverse is, well, that's just bringing Diana. There she is. And just knowing that she's in kind of a... not a very good situation here, and not having a lot to do, and just kind of wanting to be. I won't be surprised if the Knight of Cups shows up, that he's just offering her this, but he has ulterior motives. Oh, Page of Cups. I think Diana was surprised to be invited. Actually, 8 of Coins. Yeah, we saw that before. The sword, the Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Coins. He was working on something really hard. He was working on something. I think Diana was surprised to be invited. The Magician on top of Temperance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was setting it up for his own. King of Swords in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. And the 5 of Spears in reverse. Underlying Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. He was doing it specifically for his own fortunes. Absolutely, he was. He set up a bunch of lies with the Temperance and Magician in the 10 of Cups here in reverse. He wasn't doing it for his family at all. He wasn't. Maybe to unite his family, But the Five of Spears here on top of this is Five of Wands in reverse. This is fighting within his own family. I think he was really fighting with his son about this. King of Swords in reverse. Well, that's the narcissist of him, thinking he can get whatever he wants. And it's all about him. It's all about him. Yeah, this was all about him getting, being accepted into the royal family, having his fortunes turn. Two of Cups in reverse. This really wasn't about his son finding love. Oh, look at that. Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Spears in reverse. The Sun upright. Six of Spears in reverse. Yeah, he wanted the attention on him. This was all about him. About the attention on him, putting a spotlight on him. And he went about it the wrong way here with the Six of Spears in reverse. He really wanted that. Now my next question is, so yeah, he set this all up for himself, for his own greedy reasons. Not because he wanted to see his son happy, but because he wanted what he wanted, because of his narcissism. Okay, so my next question is, why wasn't he allowed British citizenship, or what was the big deal with him not getting British citizenship? I mean, you should see the people they give British citizenship to. I mean, this guy was heavily invested in the UK. I don't know why wouldn't they give him Brit, and why would he think that the British royal family would maybe put a good word in for him? I don't know why he was thinking. Maybe he thought if he couldn't be a British citizen, at least he could be related to the British royal family, would be just as good or be just as accepting. Let's see. Why wouldn't they give him British citizenship? Why did he have to go about it in such dubious ways? Why was he so bound and determined? You know, I get said no a lot too. It doesn't mean I turn somebody's life upside down for it. I carry on. Why wouldn't they give him British citizenship? Wow. Did you see that? Queen of Cups, Eight of Spears. You know what? That is Diana, and that is because of what was going on with Diana. That was a weird cut. Did you see that? They just flopped right over. Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, and Three of Cups. Yeah, you know what? He wasn't getting it, and doing it this way with this strategy wasn't going to get it either. Bringing Diana into his family wasn't going to get him either. Yeah, this strategy was going nowhere. But why wouldn't they give it to him? The Emperor, Two of Coins, Page of Spears. Look at this Page of Spears, almost he's Egyptian. Look at the pyramids on there. A Lannister always pays his debts. And look at the lions on there. Did he owe a lot of money? No, he didn't. He was very wealthy. The Emperor. King of Cups. Five of Coins. Six of Cups. The Empress. I think that part of it was true, that they were worried that he was trying to get his citizenship in through Diana. Through Diana. There's something in his past with this Six of Cups and the Five of Coins. There's something in his deep past that doesn't allow it for some reason. What is it? What Knight of Swords? Did he attack somebody? Seven of Coins in reverse. Five of Cups, Page of Cups. There was something in his past. Queen of Wands, upright. There was something in his past that didn't allow him to be a citizen. And there was nothing he could do about it. This Five of Cups here. He was actually unaware that those actions didn't allow him to become a citizen. But he was aware of them. Do you know what I mean? He was aware of them, but he was not allowed. And so he had to come up with a different way. That's why he pushed this way, rather than just getting another lawyer and applying for citizenship, right? At least that's how they do it in Canada. If you're denied, then you just get an immigration lawyer, and 10 years later, you're a Canadian. Easy as that. So why he had all this money, why didn't he just get another lawyer? I think there's something deep in his past that didn't allow it. He didn't realize that wouldn't allow any citizenship. So that's why he had to come up with ulterior motives or ulterior means. And that's when he came up with the Queen of Cups, with Diana, bringing Diana into the fold. And that's his whole, he had this plan for quite a while to invite her to come to be on his yacht in the French Riviera. Yeah. But he was after that British citizenship. That's for sure. Interesting. All right. So, I asked in the first one, did Mohammed Fayed call the paparazzi when Dodi arrived on the yacht when Diana and the boys were there? And the answer was yes. Now, my next questions are, did he continue to call them? Did he continue to call them, or did they just realize that Diana was spending a lot of time on that yacht, so they just kept hanging around? Did he continue to call them and get pictures of them kissing and whatnot? Did he continue to call them, or once they could smell blood in the water, they just hung around? That's what I want to find out. So what I'm getting at is, did he whip these guys up? Did he whip them into a frenzy with Diana and Dodi? Did they whip him into a frenzy? You have to remember, on my auto writing, Diana said Dodi was the biggest mistake of her life. And we'll get to that in episode 4. So did he continue to call the paparazzi? Six of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups upright. Queen of Swords upright. The Sun in reverse. No, he didn't. They just could smell blood in the water. And they knew the divorced lady was there. And they just hid. They just hid around. They knew. Like with the Six of Cups in reverse, well, that's current. That's not deep in the past. Page of Swords, that's the paparazzi. They just hung around. He didn't have to continue to call him. I'm not even going to read anymore. That's very, very clear. They just hid and watched for the divorced woman. So no, once they smelt blood, they knew, they just hung around and made a big frenzy of it. And the papers were paying colossal amount of money. Photographers were getting rich overnight. They were getting paid like £250,000. One picture was worth £1 million. Like that, you'd only have to take one picture and you'd be set. You have to remember that was 30 years ago. Even today, that's a lot of money for one picture. Back then, you could have bought a house and taken, 2-3 years off. Anyways, okay. Now, one of the questions I have here in season 2 is, did Charles and Diana have an olive branch about being good divorced parents? In the, Diana goes to drop the boys off for Charles to take them to Balmoral. for a summer vacation. And I want to, and they had a moment where they said, yeah, we had a terrible marriage, but can we have a nice divorce? So did they come to an agreement about being good divorce parents? And was there some tenderness in that point? Was there some tenderness and some resolution? And did they have an agreement to be good divorce parents? Did they finally agree to drop the swords and behave like adults for their children? Let's see. Cards are ready. Ten of Spears, Ten of Wands in reverse, so release of burden. Eight of Swords in reverse, no one's a victim anymore. Knight of Coins, yeah, there was an offer. Seven of Spears in reverse, and Queen of Cups in reverse. It was actually Diana did. It was Diana's idea. She says, you know, what we've done is indefensible. Let's put an end to this. Let's put an end to this. Neither of us are victims. Let's drop the burden here. Let's see. Page of Cups. I think Charles was really surprised. Six of Swords. Two of Spears in reverse. But they really didn't know how they were going to do it. I think like she dropped them off and they made this offer like, yeah, this is crazy. Let's stop this. We got to do this for the boys. All right, when I get back, we'll discuss something. I don't think at that moment they had any idea how they were going to do that. Temperance in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. Wasn't really done out of love and kindness for each other. The Hermit, it was done for Harry. It was done for Harry. I wonder if Harry was having problems then. The Chariot in reverse. Well, and William. Oh, look at that. Harry and William shows up in reverse and angry. Angry. Wow. Well, this is interesting. So they didn't do it out of love for each other. They did it out of love for the children. And I've got a question in episode 4 I'm going to get to, and it's about William. And well, he was 15. How many of us at 15 were teens? We didn't want to listen to our parents and kind of rebelling. And it doesn't seem to me, I don't get the vibe that he was difficult in any sense. He was just his hormones were starting to go, and maybe he was starting to want a little bit more control of his life, because this shows me that the Chariot's out of control in reverse like that. So, but that just could be teenage hormones, right? But it's definitely Harry and William. So it wasn't done for them per se. That horse has left. You can't close the gate now, but it was done for the boys. So I think that point was true, that they did kind of have an agreement when they didn't know what they were going to do, but they came to an agreement that we've got to do something for these boys. We've got to come into some kind of agreement, some more maybe stability, right? It almost seems like the boys were just shuffled around according to schedules, right? There was no consistency that, this week, every second weekend you're with dad, every second weekend you're with mom, except for 2 weeks holidays every year you're with, right? It just seems like they just didn't have that consistency. So I'm wondering if that's what they were talking about here, about, how often they each get to see the kids and whatnot. All right. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Did Muhammad actually call to see if they were having sex? Did Muhammad actually call to see if they were having sex? 5 of Swords, Hanged Man. Winning the battle but losing the war. Ugh. Did he actually call to see if they were having sex? Did Muhammad Fayed actually call to see if they were having sex? Actually called to see if they were having sex. Cards are ready. The World. 6 of Spears in reverse. Justice in reverse. 9 of Cups upright. The Chariot in reverse. Now you have to remember the Chariot's also Diana because she's a Cancerian. I'm going to say no. He probably sat around hoping that they were, but I'm going to say no. I don't believe he did. 8 Knight of Coins, 7 of Spears in reverse. No, that would have been indefensible. 3 of Spears. He was just being patient to hear how the relationship was going. 7 of Cups in reverse. That's gaslighting. Page of Coins upright. The Tower. I'm going to say no. No, he didn't. He didn't actually call. He was sitting around wondering. He probably had some wild imagination about it. Gross, gross, gross. He probably made sure it was all set up properly so it could happen. Right? But I don't think that call happened. No, he didn't. Because that would have destroyed things. No, I don't think that happened at all. No. Okay. I think that's it for number 2. Oh, no. Oh, I know what I was going to. Charles persuaded William and Harry to take a picture when they were up at Balmoral. Was that true that if he offered one picture, they would leave the boys alone? Is that true that if he offered one picture to the media, then they would leave the boys alone? Is that true? Is that part true? And he also, the boys didn't want to do it, but he promised them they didn't have to wear kilts. Is that true? Is that true what they said around that picture? Or, I mean, the other alternative is the royal family just has such great protection that nobody could even get close to where the boys were. Or Mohammed Fayed wasn't calling the paparazzi to make sure the paparazzi was there. They were busy doing something else. Cards are ready. King of Swords in reverse. Death. The Lovers. 4 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Spears in reverse. I'm going to say something controversial here. Was it a distraction that they didn't notice Camilla was there? Was it a distraction so they wouldn't notice that Camilla was there? Or was it a distraction away from Dodie and Diana? The Devil. Traitor, 10 of Swords. 6 of Coins in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Page of Coins in reverse. The Chariot. I think it was to distract that Camilla was there. so that Diana didn't know Camilla was there. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think that it was. It was to distract. And I believe, actually, wasn't there one weekend that Charles and Camilla were snapped somewhere? And Diana said, I thought you were with the boys. I thought you wanted my boys so bad. And here you're, yeah. That was to distract Diana from knowing that Camilla was there. That's exactly what that was. So that she and the rest of the world would think, oh, it's just Charles and his boys. That was a total setup. Total setup. Look at the nice single father. They played such a PR game, honest to God. And now we sit here and go, oh, is Harry and Meghan playing PR? Well, they've always played PR. They've always played PR. I mean, we used to be, I think with the internet, it's harder to trick us now. Back then, they had really more control what was in the paper about the actual royals. That's what it was. Yeah, see, episode 2 didn't have that many more juicy bits than the last 2 episodes are really juicy. Really, we've got lots of really, really great questions. Another question I have, last question I have about episode 2 is they said that Diana and Dodie took a helicopter to go see a psychic. But they didn't say what the psychic said. Like, how can they leave us like that? Like, if you're saying that, oh, Diana, her actions are becoming more erratic, and they're saying, for example, her and Dodie took a helicopter to go see a psychic, but they didn't say what the psychic said. So let's see, was that true? Did Diana and Dodie take a helicopter to go see a psychic? Did Diana and Dodie go take a helicopter to go see a psychic? Did Diana and Dodie go take a helicopter to go see a psychic? Did Diana and Dodie go take a helicopter to go see a psychic? Is that true? Cards are ready. Ooh, interesting cut. Ooh, the Empress. Well, there's Diana. The Hierophant in reverse. 2 of Swords. Temperance. 3 of Coins. Partially true. Partially true. I don't think they took a helicopter, but definitely had some kind of consult with a third person. Definitely. Nothing to do with the royal family. I don't think it was a religious leader, to tell you the truth. Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse. No, they didn't take a helicopter to go see a psychic. I think they did converse with somebody, with a third person. Knight of Cups, but I don't think it was a psychic. The Chariot, 3 of Cups. Yeah, for sure they did. The Emperor. Here, this Emperor keeps showing up. This Emperor. I wonder if the Emperor's Tony Blair. He keeps showing up. I wonder. Page of Coins in reverse. Queen of Swords. King of Cups in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. Judgment. Well, here's Camilla and Charles. And regret about that. I wonder if the Emperor could be Muhammad. I wonder if they went there and asked about their different family members. and if they would be given a second chance, just like Camilla and Charles would be. They definitely went to go see somebody. I don't think it was. I don't think it was a psychic. I think they went to go see. I wouldn't be surprised if they just went to go see like this emperor, like Tony Blair, and ask about the what's it called, citizenship. And when they were asked what they were doing, they said, "Oh, we just went to go see a psychic," because the Hierophant's in reverse here, so it wasn't anybody spiritual at all. It was actually maybe something legal. Maybe they were looking into the legalities of can the mother of the king be remarried? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think they might have gone and asked about his dad's citizenship, about a second chance. I don't think they went to go ask. There's nothing spiritual in any of these cards whatsoever. Whatsoever. Yeah, I think that's what they went for. To ask for a second chance. Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Spears in reverse, Four of Coins, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they didn't. There was nothing about like there's nothing spiritual about any of these cards. I think maybe Diana did try and champion for Muhammad Fayed. Maybe she thought, if I could get this done for him, this guy will leave me alone. But they've quickly found out there was nothing they could do. But yeah, they didn't take a helicopter to go see a psychic. No, they might have taken a helicopter to go see um, a government official. I think it might have been Tony Blair. Might have been Tony Blair. See what he could do. And he was like, nope, cannot do. All right. Well, I'm glad this one went a lot better than my episode 1. Thank you very much for watching. And stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to do episode 3 and episode 4. And those are the big ones. Bring your Kleenex. All right. Thank you for spending this time with me. I sure appreciate you. Take good care. Bye for now.